Hey guys, what's up? My name is Blake Meek, and we are here with the Wrightway Wrestling Report on the Wrightway Sports Network. Today, I have independent wrestler Brogan Finlay with us. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. So, just to tell people a little bit about you, you are a fourth generation wrestler. Been wrestling for about 2 years now.
Sure.
What have you always wanted to be a wrestler? Was it something being around the business that you wanted to be when you were younger?
Yeah, I kind of just knew. It's like a family business, so
Yeah.
I knew that's where I was going to be headed. So, yeah.
Absolutely. For those of you that don't know, WWE and many other wrestling federation superstar Fit Finlay is his father, along with David Finlay is his brother, who does New Japan, has done some stuff in AEW recently. I see that you did your training with AR Fox, who has also been in AEW recently. What was that like?
That was pretty sweet. So I started training when I was 12
Okay.
with my dad. And then from like 12 to 18 was just me and my dad and like my brother or whatever. And then when I turned 18, after like high school is when I met Fox. I started going up to Fox at school because he's in Atlanta. He's about 45 minutes from me. So one of my buddies started going there. So then I started going with him.
Right,
And
absolutely.
so I met Fox through that. And then, Fox taught me like a whole other side of wrestling I didn't know existed. So that was like a cool experience to, go roll around with those boys and meet all those boys. And, now they're like family. So.
Oh, absolutely. Cool. And it must be super cool getting to see him on AEW now, getting some.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. I love to see people get their flowers,
Absolutely.
They deserve it.
Yeah, him and your brother has done some stuff with Juice Robinson on there. He's been on Impact some, so that's must be really fun to get to see.
Yeah, it is. It's
how
really
much?
Cool.
How much growing up? Because your brother's about 10 years older than you.
Yeah, he's 10 years.
How much did he beat you up with wrestling moves growing up?
Quite a bit, man. Quite a bit. He growing up, I really, didn't realize like how much older he was because he was always such like a good big brother. So like we would always be in the ring like wrestling, and I would always try to beat him up, but he's 10 years older than me, so it wouldn't work all the time.
Absolutely.
But, me and him always wrestled in the ring and stuff.
So you've done a lot of independent work over the last 2 years. What would you say has been one of your favorite matches that you've got to wrestle?
Favorite matches. I had a 6-man tag for Garden State. It was the Heartbreak Killers. It was me, Hunter Drake, and Rico Gonzalez versus the Wasted Youth, Dylan McKay, Marcus Mathers, and Austin Luke. And I had so much fun in that match.
Yeah,
so that match was a blast.
6-man tag matches can be fun to watch. They've got a lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. How are they to kind of work compared to a regular match because there's so much going on?
It honestly just depends. It honestly just depends who your opponents are, because everybody's got their own styles.
Yeah.
Some people are a little bit crazier than others, so it kind of just depends. Who's in there and like what's the the flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. For those who may not have seen you, how would you describe your wrestling style?
To be honest, I don't really know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Absolutely.
I feel like I've been through phases. If you watch my beginning stuff, I was very ground based and chain wrestling and trying to rip people's limbs off. And now it's kind of went from, there's still that in there, but I've kind of elaborated on it and tried to get, I don't really know, but try and open my mind to the
Is it a little
easier outside the box?
Absolutely. Is it a little easier to start with the ground-based stuff when you're just getting in the ring with new people as opposed to, the higher flying moves and the stuff like that?
In a sense, yeah, because that's what I've been taught, that old school style of wrestling has been what's been drilled into me since I was 12. So I can do all that, you know what I mean? So that's why I like to try and, step out of my comfort zone and take on things that I'm not truly comfortable with, you know what I mean? Because I can go in there and wrestle anybody. I could run circles around a lot of people. It just people don't, get to see that because I don't show that all the time.
Right. Absolutely.
But if I'm in there with the right person, like one person I really love wrestling is Adam Priest.
Okay.
I don't know if you know
Yeah.
Adam Priest, but he's like one of my favorite people to wrestle I've ever wrestled. He's amazing, one of the best I think. Definitely in the South, he's definitely like on the top. But like every time like I've wrestled him, it's just like he gets it like nobody else, and he's somebody I can like really do that style with, and like we can like I don't know, we just have like really good chemistry, and I just love working with Adam.
Gotcha. Yeah, you just wrestled him at GCW not very long ago, didn't you?
Yeah, that match was one of my favorites too. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Was brushing up on a few of your matches over the last few days. I watched that one. I watched a match you and Billy Starks wrestled. I caught the street fight.
We wrestled a lot.
Yeah. I caught the street fight one. You and Matt Brannigan.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, really good stuff.
Thank you.
Growing up, obviously you looked up to your dad and your brother, but what were some other wrestlers that you kind of looked up to growing up that you wanted to kind of try to be like, or just took stuff from?
I don't really, to be honest, like I wasn't like a crazy like fan, you know what I mean, like as a kid, but like I loved Umaga. Umaga was my guy. I don't know why, but I loved Umaga. That was my guy, dude. Like I would always like as a kid, I would always like take my thumb up when I would like wrestle my teddy bear, and my finish would always be the Samoan spike.
Have you been able? What do you think of Solo Sikoa doing the stuff he's doing now? Have you been able to keep up with any of that?
I mean, I try, but life gets busy.
Oh, absolutely.
So like, it's hard to catch that. But I mean, I see it all on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Samoan spike, so I'm here for
it. Moving forward, if you could have a match with somebody that you haven't got to yet, it can be on the Indies, it can be, AEW. I know you were in New Japan for a little bit. Somebody that you want to have a match with.
I would say I would really like to wrestle Hiromu one day. I feel like that'd be a cool matchup one day, in the future down the road. But I would really like to wrestle him. I think
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So what do you have coming up? What kind of where are you going to be over the next little bit wrestling?
I'll be at Black Label soon.
Okay.
Starting in June. I think I have a few GCWs in there. I would have to check. My brain's all over the place. So.
I understand. It is hard to keep up.
I would say like beginning of June is when I'd like start back up. I've had like a few weeks off to get life settled. So
and you need those few weeks off. You all stay on the road all the time.
Yep.
All right, man. Well,
I'm off is good.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. I don't want to take up a whole bunch of your time. I know you're a busy man. But again, we really appreciate you coming on. Look forward to watching your stuff. Black Label coming up in June, guys. Where can they find you on social media if they want to keep up with you?
Instagram is Brogan_Finlay. That's with an A and not an E. Yes. And then Twitter is the same thing. And then, I got a link tree in there, so you can go see my merch and all my other things. So, yeah, dude.
All right, guys. Well, if you haven't watched Brogan, I highly recommend that you do. Check out some of the stuff at GCW, Black Label. He did some New Japan stuff. He's got plenty of stuff you can find on YouTube and other places out there. Brogan, I really appreciate you coming by, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Hey, you have a good day.
Bye.